Hi guys and welcome back to Backstage.
We're your hosts, Maeve.
And Anastasia.
Today, we are moving from the snowy mountains of Istanbul
To the magical forests of Wonderland.
The 8th graders at Stuart recently put on the production Alice in Wonderland, and we had the opportunity to talk with the musical director and composer of the show and a few students. Anastasia, look! I think that's the White Rabbit.
I'm late. On a very important date. No time to waste. I'm late. Hi, Miss Lewis. We're so excited to talk to you today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Like before, we're going to start off with a little icebreaker. So if you could create your own Wonderland, what would be the most magical or bizarre thing in it?
Okay, so probably the most magical thing that would be in my own Wonderland would be that I am a good dancer in my Wonderland, because I cannot dance in this reality, but I know in like another alternate reality that I am a good dancer and that I know all of the terminology.
But you got the singing.
You got the singing.
Yeah.
Do you have the acting down? Triple threat?
Yeah, I would be a triple threat. Yeah.
What is your overall vision of the music in this production?
Okay, so my overall vision for the music in this production is just that it has a lot of different variety. Mm-hmm. I think each of the characters, they kind of have, they play their own symbol within Alice's Wonderland. And like, just knowing that the whole show is through the perspective of Alice as she perceives her reality and all of the characters in her reality. So in the music, I think representing that magic and like all the different aspects of her life, I think is fun.
Yeah. We're so excited to see it tomorrow.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
I'm excited.
So
The dress rehearsal went really well last night. So
Is it just today, or is there also, just today and Friday, or is it on Saturday?
No Saturday show.
Okay.
Just
What?
today at 1:15 for the lower school, and then tomorrow at 7. It's only ever
It's been
two
so
shows.
fast, because
I
Morning
know.
Express was like
That
2
was
weeks
so
ago, or
fast.
like it was like a week and a half ago.
It's flown by.
And I didn't even know it was this week until we were talking. When I sent you that email, I was like, oh my gosh, it's this Friday. It's like in a week. That's crazy.
And then we also saw like the Instagram. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, the Instagram.
The set is so cool.
The set
The
is
set
so
is really
we
cool.
went to see it yesterday in Cornham. Oh my gosh, my jaw literally dropped. It's like an obstacle
Yeah.
illusion in there. It's
Yeah.
so cool.
It's all Mr. Cupid's design, and it's all like black and white. So then when you cast different colors of lighting onto it, it makes it really
Oh, that's so cool.
kind of like
That is
trippy.
really cool.
It's so fun.
That's so cool. I don't really know the music in Alice in Wonderland, now that I'm thinking about it.
So they actually redid the whole show and they released it last year. So it's a completely new version of the production.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Which version do you like better?
Yeah.
I think that from a script perspective, the new version kind of has it has a couple spots that still need to be worked out and edited, but I think it's headed in the right direction. It just needs a little more refinement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody was like, it's a whole new show.
Yeah, it's totally different from like what, if you've seen Alice in Wonderland before, it's probably will be different to you. Yeah.
Okay, then I'm very excited to see it. How are you working with the director and the choreographer?
So I will say that from a music perspective, one of the hardest things for our actors is figuring out how to sing and dance at the same time.
yeah.
Because you kind of have to like split your brain into like multiple compartments and be thinking about, what am I singing? What am I acting? And then what am I doing with my body? What are my dance moves? So figuring out, like working with Ms. Silva and Ms. Baldwin to figure out how to fully integrate and getting everyone to truly practice like their choreography with their singing at the same time, so that everyone can get comfortable doing it together, and, working with them on that.
Yeah. Are there any like specific scenes that like stood out to you, whether it be like with the music or the blocking?
Yeah, so when the White Rabbit has his very first I'm late, she's doing like all these big dance moves on stage and also singing, and it was like a big challenge for her, but she's nailing it, and I'm really proud of her.
Oh, I'm so excited to see it. I can't stop thinking about it.
Like, she's doing these leaps, and she's like singing, and I'm really excited.
Also, Alice in Wonderland is such a fun show.
I know.
It's so fun.
It's so whimsical and magical. Exactly. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
Are there any opportunities for your own creative input for harmonies or vocal interpretations?
So I would say, as far as harmonies, not really. Harmonies have to fit within the chord progression that's in the song. However, we can alternate like who we're assigning different harmonies to, so that the final product is overall strong on stage. But as far as vocal interpretations, I think you will see the Queen, especially her vocal interpretation of her role is very strong, and it's very fun, and it's very, very full of personality, and it was really fun to work with her on that.
Oof.
Yeah.
What is your plan for integrating the orchestra or instrumental tracks with the live performance? Are you doing like a live band again?
Yes, we have a live band.
Yay!
So we have a first keyboard that is playing all the piano parts. We have a second keyboard that I used a software called Mainstage to program different keyboard patches. So I have, like, for example, the White Rabbit's theme music is always played by this like marimba sound. And then when Alice is turning, when she eats the magic cookie and is turning like bigger or smaller, there's this other like xylophone sound that I incorporated that has a lot of reverb that sounds kind of magical. So that happens. That's the second keyboard's playing that. And then they're also playing a lot of brass parts and string patches throughout the show. And then we also have bass and drums. So
that's a big band.
Yeah, it's exciting. Great. Oh, and then we also have Nana, who's doing sound effects up with us too. You can always join our pit and run sound effects. You get to sit right next to me and do all the sound effects in the music. It's very
so fun. That would be so fun. Oh my gosh. What vocal styles are you looking in for the main character's songs?
I am so sorry. Hold on. I got so distracted because still on sound effects, can I play you the Tweedle? So,
Is that for the boat?
No, that's for the Tweedle.
That's for the rabbit.
Is that for the rabbit?
Oh no, that's for Tweedledee and
Tweedledum. I feel like we're Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
That's their boing. Like, you guys kind of are. You have Tweedledee and Tweedledum energy in like the best way.
I think it's a compliment. I'll take it as a compliment. That's awesome. Any more sound effects? I want to hear.
Let's see, what else do I have? I think this might be the magic, like whenever Alice eats a cookie.
Oh, that's so
like,
whimsical.
So cool. Yeah, it's very.
Oh.
I don't know what
my music is just playing. Okay.
Okay, moving on. What are like the vocal styles that are you looking in for the main character songs?
Yeah, so Alice I see as being very sweet, very lyrical. I see the White Rabbit as being very frantic and aggressive. The Queen is like very, very angry, but also like kind of crazy as well. And then the Caterpillar is like just this really chill, like wise old soul. I love the role of the Caterpillar so much because she starts as a caterpillar and then she transforms into a butterfly, and it's like the whole life lesson of like love yourself as you are, because you'll never know who you're gonna be tomorrow.
Yeah, I love Alice in Wonderland because each character is like so like they represent a different thing. That's what I love about it.
Yeah.
Is it more
like
of
Alice's childhood and like
yeah, and like even the dodo bird who leads the caucus race song, I think represents like competitiveness. The flowers of the afternoon, or flowers of the golden afternoon, I think they represent like societal beauty standards and like expectations of like what everyone else wants of you.
There's so many hidden messages.
Yeah, there are a lot of hidden messages. And one of my favorite scenes is when Alice eats a cookie and turns into this big house. And they bring out this big house, and Alice is like, oh no, I'm a big house. And the rabbit's like, I'm scared of this big house. There's a monster in here. And Alice is like, I'm just a little girl. And then the dodo comes in and is like, I have a solution. Let's burn the house down. And everyone's like, no, don't do that. But I think there's so many lessons like that, little lessons throughout the show. So.
Do you think it's more of like a music oriented or like a dance oriented show?
Yeah.
You say?
I think it's definitely propelled by the music. The music really doesn't stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love shows like that when it's like the story's told by the music rather than like just like acting.
Yeah.
However,
Like Hamilton.
the dance numbers in the song are so fun. The caucus race, the unbirthday songs, the Queen's thing at the end. It's great.
Is it a big cast? Like, how many people were in that group?
No, it's not a huge cast. So every single person in the show has a named role.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Oh, wait,
yeah.
that's really... So I think that's all. Thank you so much for joining us, and we are looking so forward to tomorrow.
Thank you so much for
so.
having me. This was a blast. I love being in this beautiful podcast room with you.
Yes,
know,
it's so nice. I love it so much. Anyways, okay. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.